All right, let's talk accents. What's the big deal? Why do we find them so fascinating and sometimes even a bit mysterious? It's your mate James here. Today we're diving into the world of accents, particularly British and American. Accents are like the music of our voices. They tell people where we're from and a bit of our story. They add colour and texture to our speech, making each conversation unique. Why are we so obsessed with them, especially British and American? Is it the charm, the sophistication, or just the sheer variety? Maybe you want to land a film role, fit in at work, or just sound like your favourite TV character. Accents can be a powerful tool in your personal and professional life. Movies and music are packed with iconic accents. Think suave British spies or bold American superheroes. Each carries its own vibe, setting the tone for the characters and stories we love. Your accent is more than words. It's culture, history, and humour, all wrapped up in how you speak. It's a reflection of your identity and your journey. Today, we're diving into what makes British and American accents so different and how you can try them out yourself. Ready? Let's jump in. Whether you're a language enthusiast or just curious, this is going to be fun. Time for the main event, British versus American accents. These two ways of speaking English might sound similar at first, but listen closely, and you'll notice some fascinating differences that go far beyond just the way words are pronounced. Let's dive into the details and see how these accents set themselves apart. The letter R is a dead giveaway. Brits often drop it at the end of words, so car becomes car, and mother sounds more like mother. Americans, on the other hand, pronounce the R strongly, so you'll hear car and mother. This little letter can instantly reveal where someone is from, and it's one of the first things people notice when comparing the two accents. Vowels are another big clue. In the UK, people say bath with a long, drawn-out R, almost like bath, while in the US, it's a short, snappy A, as in bath. The same goes for words like dance and grass. The British stretch the vowel, while Americans keep it short. These subtle shifts can make the same word sound completely different. Vocabulary can trip you up too. In the UK, crisps are what Americans call chips, and what Brits call chips, Americans know as fries. So if you order chips in London, you'll get thick cut fries. But in New York, you'll get a bag of thin, crunchy snacks. It's easy to get confused if you're not careful. Clothing is another area where the words change. Brits wear jumpers to keep warm, while Americans pull on sweaters. If you ask for a jumper in the US, you might get a puzzled look, or even be shown a dress instead. Even when it comes to throwing things away, the words are different. Brits put rubbish in a bin, while Americans toss trash into a trash can. It's a small change, but it can make a big difference in everyday conversations. Even lining up is different. Brits queue, forming an orderly line, while Americans simply wait in line. The word might change, but the patience required is the same. If you're in the UK and need the bathroom, ask for the loo. But try that in the US and you'll probably get blank stares. Americans use the word restroom or bathroom instead, so it's good to know the local lingo. And beware, pants in the UK means underwear, not trousers. If you say you like someone's pants in London, you might get a laugh, but in the US, it's just a compliment on their trousers. These differences can be confusing at first, but they also make learning and practicing accents a lot of fun. It's a playful challenge to switch between words and pronunciations, and it can even lead to some hilarious misunderstandings. It's like cracking a secret code every time you speak. Mastering these little differences not only helps you sound more authentic, but also lets you connect with people from both sides of the Atlantic in a whole new way. Want to sound British? Start by listening. Immerse yourself in the world of British television. Watch shows like The Crown or Downton Abbey, and really soak in the melody, rhythm, and intonation of the accents. Notice how the characters express themselves, the subtle differences in tone, and the way they emphasize certain words. Listening closely is the first step to picking up the authentic sound. Next, practice the soft R. For example, say car as car and water as wotar. British English often drops the R at the end of words, so try to soften it as much as possible. Stand in front of a mirror and repeat these words, paying attention to how your mouth moves. Now, sharpen your T's. In many British accents, water becomes wotir, and words like better and butter get crisp, clear T sounds. Practice enunciating these words, making the T stand out. It might feel exaggerated at first, but it's a key feature of sounding British. Try the glottal stop too. This means dropping the T in the middle or end of some word, so what becomes wah. It's a common feature in many London accents. Practice by saying phrases like bottle of water and notice how the T almost disappears. Don't forget to sprinkle in some classic British slang. Words like brilliant, knackered, doddle and chuffed will make you sound more authentic. Jot down your favourites and try to use them in everyday conversation. Use these slang words in sentences to get comfortable. For example, say, "I'm absolutely chuffed, this is brilliant." The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Don't worry if you sound a bit silly at first. Everyone does when they're learning a new accent. Laugh at your mistakes and keep going. Practicing with friends can make it even more fun and less intimidating. The key is to have fun and keep practicing. Record yourself, listen back and notice your progress. Every attempt brings you closer to sounding like a true Brit. Play with the rhythm of your speech and let your inner Brit shine through. British accents have a musical quality, so experiment with pitch and pace. Remember, it's all about confidence and enjoying the process. The more you relax and have fun, the more convincing your accent will become. So, go on, give it a go. With a bit of practice and a lot of enthusiasm, you'll be sounding brilliantly British in no time. Want to sound American? Listen to shows like Friends or Breaking Bad and notice the direct, confident tone. Master the harder, say car, bird, world. Let that R ring. Soften the T in the middle of words. Water becomes water, better becomes bedder. Use the flat R, cat, hat, class, laugh. Keep it short and bright. Try this. The cat in the hat laughed in the bath. Use American phrases. What's up? Awesome. I gotta run. Take off. It's about attitude. Be bold and confident. Practice in front of a mirror, even if it feels over the top. Remember, you're playing a character. Enjoy it. The more you practice, the more natural it'll feel. Go for it. Quick story, when I moved to LA, my British wotar got me blank stares at a coffee shop.